Hey besties, welcome back to the Weekly Download, the show where we give you all the global tea and some local shush too. This week we're spilling the latest on budgeting for the big leagues, global drama, and a resource you never knew had gender implications. So sit back, grab your coconut water or your sister if she's around, and let the download commence. All right, besties, the 2026-2027 budget just dropped. And according to the government, Belize is doing amazing. Growth is 1.9%, heading to 2.3%, and unemployment is just 2%. So apparently, everybody has a job now. Inflation is down to 1.1%, which sounds nice, but my grocery bill clearly didn't read that report. Now, here's the real tea. Government is bringing in 1.79 billion but spending 1.9 billion. So yes, we're still living slightly above our means with a $110 million deficit. And of course, we have $780 million of that, which is just salaries and pensions. That's pretty much 60% of spending gone just so the system could function. But to be fair, there's big money going into roads, healthcare, and NHI expansion with $57 million to try and fix the health system. Yay! Overall, Belize is growing, investing, and building, but like all of us, after Easter weekend, still recovering financially. My hot take: we are overly reliant on our current system for making money as a nation. It's difficult to keep up with inflation rates, even if it's only 1.1%. We're all seeing the wars and price hikes globally. There needs to be a very big brain economic revamp to help Belize cope with what's to come. Until then, keep your side hustles bustling, besties. A 2025 FP Analytics report says the entire AI boom depends on critical minerals like gallium, germanium, and copper. These are the real MVPs behind every chip. Problem? China controls up to 98% of some of these materials, making the whole system geopolitically fragile. Now, at this, according to Scientific American, a third of the world's helium is basically stuck because of conflict in the Strait of Hormuz. And helium is essential for making semiconductors. Now, no helium, no chips. And it's already hitting the market. Reuters reports helium prices have doubled since the crisis began, with supply disruptions expected to last weeks to months. So, translation: between mineral politics and gas shortages, the AI boom is one supply chain shock away from buffering in real life. The future might be digital, but it's controlled by what's underground and what can't make it through a shipping lane. All right, besties, every March 22nd, we get a reminder that water isn't just essential, it's justice in liquid form. Right here in Belize, we're lucky to be water rich. We've got rivers, lakes, and aquifers. And the MVP of water resources, groundwater. You know, that hidden water under our feet that most people take for granted. But being water rich doesn't automatically mean water is equal or secure. Even now, some rural communities still lack basic potable water and electricity, leaving families stuck without safe, reliable access. And while most water is good quality, gaps in sanitation and wastewater systems still threaten rivers and aquifers. The same water we drink, farm with, and depend on for our reefs and tourism. Here's where the story connects to the bigger global picture. The same way access to clean water determines who thrives or struggles, access to the materials powering our phones, our cars, and even AI like lithium or cobalt is shaping the future in the tech world. That global resource race can have huge impacts on water too. Mining for minerals often uses huge amounts of water and risk polluting sources. Now, this is a real issue faced in other parts of the world where water and mining clash. Now, you might say, Belize doesn't mine for lithium or cobalt. True, we don't have active critical mineral extractions here yet, and we still import those materials through tech and renewable energy systems. Water isn't only a resource, it's tied to our culture, our food systems, our coral reefs, our tourism, and our future economy. Our barrier reef's health is connected to watershed pollution and freshwater flow, and our farmers depend on reliable water through dry seasons, increasingly affected by climate change. So maybe it's time we start asking big questions like who controls the water that makes life possible here in Belize? Who gets a voice in how it's protected and who doesn't? And as the world races for new resources, how do we make sure Belize's water stays healthy, safe, and in Belizean hands? Well, besties, that's your download for this week. Stay curious, stay vigilant, and ask big questions. Download complete.